time. Is it time for Tidbits and Scribbles? It's not 6, is it? Oh, it is 6. Oh my God. Hey guys. Hey, what's up? Hey, it's 6 o'clock. Hey, how are you? Okay, let's get it together. We gotta make it work, right? Holy crap. So it's Monday at 6. Who knew, right? No, all was good. So I had to go live tonight because I'm making it work. Things are crazy. Things are, let's put that away. Things are crazy at the moment. But I want to tell you guys about what's going on, what I've got going on, why it's so crazy. Okay. So tonight's episode of Tidbits and Scribbles is a proud partner of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, which includes a whole bunch of awesome creators and creatives and such. So we're also sponsored by Chrissy's Cupboard. Yes, I just pulled in. Woo! Okay. But we are sponsored by Chrissy's Cupboard, which if you've never been, Chrissy's Cupboard is awesome. She sent me a whole bunch of treats that on last week's video, week before's video, I showed you the treats. They're so good. You have to go. Like if you're planning a party of any sort for the holidays coming up, I know it's coming up quick. But if you're planning a party, don't cook. Just call Chrissy. Just give her a call. Welcome to Monday. We needed the big cup. Okay. So first things first. What's going on? What isn't going on is probably the better thing. So I've got a lot going on. So I just got done with a QuadCon at Northwoods Mall in Peoria, Illinois, where I sold really, really well the first day. And I sold one book the second day. I'll be honest. I sold one book the second day. And I'm thinking it was because of two variables. One, I was in the room where they do all the gaming and stuff. I was not out in the main concourse of the mall. And I talked to the promoter about it, and he says, well, I can move you. It's no big deal. And I was like, no, you've already picked spots for everybody. I'll just work with what I got because I'm good at it, and I'll make it work. I should have moved. Because let's be honest, if I'm going to make this a business, I have to sell books. And if I can't have enough confidence in myself to say, you know what? No, I deserve to be out on the main concourse where I want to be to sell better, have better opportunities to sell. So learn from me, guys. If you are uncomfortable with where you are, not necessarily uncomfortable, but you know that you could sell better if you were in a different spot. And it's not a huge problem for the promoter to move you. Ask them, say, hey, can I be moved just out there? I don't particularly care where, just out where more traffic is coming through. And if they say no, then don't do that show next time. You're not really losing anything. You have to put the business first if you're going to do this as a business. If this is going to be your main bread and butter, you have to think of it. This is my business and what's best for my business. Not I'm out to make friends. I don't want to step on toes. No, you want to step on toes. If you're going to make this your business, get used to stepping on toes. So the other thing, guys, is I met some friends. I met new friends. I met some people who need help from our creative network, which is fantastic, and got some more subscribers for my YouTube channel, which are, I don't want to say better than some subscribers. Some subscribers are bots, and we all know that. But the subscribers I want most are the people that want help, the people that they have questions and they don't know where to go to ask. That was our conversation. Was this kid, he's got really good artwork. He wants to start doing things, but he's in grad school right now. So when he finishes grad school, he knows then he will have more time than he does now. So he's kind of biding his time. He's kind of making his artwork and stacking up his portfolio, which is fine. But in talking to him, he wants to do more. He wants to do better. And he's not real sure of how to get into the comic book world. It's like, I know some guys. I know a couple guys. So hopefully he'll take me up on my offer and subscribe to my channel, and I can network through my networks, get him hooked up with the right people that he needs to talk to about how he can take his career to the next level. Because honestly, I don't know about comic books. Not my thing, in case you hadn't noticed. Those are not comic books. So, but I do know the right people, or at least I think they're the right people. So update on HalloCon. HalloCon will happen if I can get a ride down there and it doesn't interfere with the day job, because I have to finish the day job. Let me say, finish it strong. I have to finish out all my days of my day job for things to fall into place correctly. So if I want everything to fall into place correctly, I have to finish it out strong and on good terms with the boss of the day job. So HalloCon will happen. That is Dalton, Georgia, Halloween weekend. So I'm hoping that works out. So I'm doing everything in my power to get there. Let's see, what else have I got for you guys? So with Tidbits and Scribbles, I've always talked about making a list and checking it twice and 3 times and 4 times and rewriting your list every day. If I'm going to teach you guys what I do and what works for me, I have to teach you that sometimes it's all going to blow up in your face. Sometimes it's not going to work. Sometimes, and I got this out just for you, sometimes your list is going to look like this. And if you can see that, there are little check mark things that are supposed to be next to all of those things. They're not there because I failed to do that. And I had to take a step back and reevaluate things and say, did I not get my list done because I was procrastinating? And procrastinating comes in many, many forms. For me, if my gardens outside look amazing, and I've told the neighbors this before, if the gardens outside look amazing, inside my house will not look so good. If the inside of my house is sparkly clean, the outside will not look so good because I don't have time to do both. That's just the God's honest truth. So that's where I had to pull back and say, okay, my editing and my writing have to come first. Yes, with the gardening stuff, I pull money in from that, but I have to take a step back and say the editing has a timeline. So the editing comes first. But then I need to make myself an hour or 2 to sit down and write my own works. If I don't do that, I'm never going to put out anything new. And so that's a lot of self-evaluation. You may have to do that sometimes. You may have to fail. You may have a whole list of stuff to get done that has 1 check mark on it. It's going to happen. I don't want you guys to think that you made a list, you kept checking things off, and on day 3, everything went to hell in a handbasket, and so you can't use the list idea or the list method. It won't work for you. Just keep up with the list method. I promise it'll work. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall, just like I did. And nights like tonight where I was out in the greenhouse because my day job, it was too windy to work the day job. So I was out in the greenhouse when I realized that not only is today Tidbits and Scribbles Day, and I didn't make a video for you guys. Today is Tidbits and Scribbles Day, and I didn't make a video, and my newsletter goes out tonight. By midnight tonight, that newsletter has to go out. Oh, and did I tell you I've got 30 or 40 more emails to add to that list? Yeah. So sometimes it's all going to blow up in your face. Sometimes you're going to have to pull back and say, okay, I've put too much on my plate. I need to take some off. What can I take off that's not going to affect my creative process? Or what can I take away and replace with something that's going to work better? Is there something that is a time suck and you could delegate that to someone else? Are you playing on social media too much? For me, it's just a simple fact of I'm trying to take on 1,000 projects and make them all pay off. I don't know about you, but that doesn't work for me. I tend to do 6 or 7 projects at a time really, really well. It's when you start adding 8, 9, and 10 that I go, okay, I'm going to have to, stay up late, spend time away from my family, spend time away from my hobbies. And then I know I don't want to do that. And I know I'm going to slack off on something because what I had to get done took up the time that I wanted to spend with the family or in my gardens, and then I'm going to sacrifice something else down the road. So you got to keep, yes, I'm wildly busy. Yes, it is a good busy. It's paying the bills, but it's also, I don't want to say delegate because I don't hand it off to anybody. I have to pick and choose what's best and what isn't. And sometimes that sucks. Sometimes it sucks to say, you know what? I've got too much to handle. I can't handle all of this. But I promise you'll feel better. I know this sounds so trivial, but when I was a stay-at-home mom and I had toddlers at home, some were toddlers, some were teenagers. I had both. But I had to hand off folding the laundry was my thing. Like, I would ask the kids to do their laundry, and they could do laundry. I had one that was tall enough to do the wash, one that was tall enough to get it out of the dryer, and one that could fold it. Perfect, I thought. Great. Except they didn't fold it right. And I lost my cool. And my husband said, well, if you want it done your way, do it yourself. And I didn't have time to do it myself. Honest to God, it made me cry because I knew I didn't have time for that chore. Now, as trivial as that seems, there's probably something on your plate in your day that you can say, you know what, I'm going to delegate that to somebody else, or I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to wait and do it tomorrow because I simply don't have time for it. And if I try to fit it in, everything else will fall like a row of dominoes. That's just how my day goes. So if I'm being honest with you guys, there are days where Tidbits and Scribbles is not going to be a recorded video and have the snazzy intro, and I'm not going to have my makeup and my hair done and all of that. There's going to be days where I've just come out of the greenhouse and I ate dinner and bam, here I am. Ta-da! But that is how life goes. So don't think that just because you haven't written anything in a week, maybe 2, that you're not a writer, that you're not a full-time author. You just have to make sure that you're getting your writing in, you're getting in your editing, you're getting all of your things done. So don't think that just because something failed, something fell through, that it's not good enough. That's one of the goofiest things I've heard, is that as a writer, you must write every day. If you're thinking about your career, if you are taking steps in your career of any sort, I don't care if it's marketing, I don't care if it's honing your craft of writing, honing your craft of being an artist, if you're taking steps every day, and then there comes a day where you're like, I can't do any of it today. I'm going to sit on my porch swing and that's it. That's all I can do today. Then that's all you can do today. It's when those days snowball and get to be too many that you need to reevaluate. So for me, I have to reevaluate the YouTube stuff only in the fact that, okay, how can I get these videos made when I'm done with all my other stuff? Is there a time where I can make the videos and let's say everybody's asleep? Yes, there is. As soon as my day job ends for the season, because it is a seasonal job, I can take that extra time and I can stay up late. I can be up till 11, 12 o'clock at night, whatever, because I don't have to get up in the morning at a certain time and go somewhere. So I can make those videos. Then it'll be easier. So now I tell myself, I'll make those videos, but I won't make just one every week. Maybe I'll make 2 a week, and then I'll have them to post as we go. And if there's a week that it's crazy busy, I'll post it. But sometimes, guys, if I'm being completely honest, you're going to fail. Something's going to blow up. Something's going to happen. You're going to forget. And that's why I made the video the way I did today, was because I wanted you to know there's times I fail. There's times I forget. There's times where it's an hour before the show and it's like, oh yeah, Tidbits and Scribbles is coming on. Oh yeah. Like there's so much to get done. But I don't do any of it because I hate it. I do it because I love it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. And that's the honest truth. So even if I'm like, oh, I forgot what time it is, or oh man, I got to make a video for Tidbits and Scribbles, or oh man, one of the Rising Tide people one of them have a show on right now. I got to watch it. It's not like, oh man, I don't want to. It's, whoa, I need more time. I need to schedule my time better. And that's that book up there somewhere. You know that book I threw away? Yeah. Time Management for Dummies. There's some good tips in there. Problem is you got to follow through on the tips. Not so good at that. But it happens. It happens to us all. So don't get discouraged. Hey, Brian made it. Hey. But yeah, guys, don't get discouraged. It happens to us all. It happens to us professionals. And those of us who are just becoming professional. I keep saying stay-at-home author. But let's be honest. If you are doing the author gig, staying at home is one of the last things you get to do. Like, you need to be out there marketing. You need to be out there, pounding the pavement, telling people who you are. You need to be out there. I mean, so there's no really stay at home. You got to get out there and tell people who you are, or nobody's going to buy your books because they don't know about you. I had a friend on Facebook say, oh, wow, you're so lucky that you get to go do all these events. I said, lucky? Oh, well, I guess I am. I hadn't thought of it as luck. I thought of it as I must do it. It's marketing. Because even if I don't sell a book, I'm out there handing out my cards. I'm talking about my books. I'm asking people, do you read? Do you read regular books or on Kindle? Do you like to read a lot? Do you leave reviews on Amazon? So there's always marketing happening. And I know sometimes when I say marketing, some people get nervous or shy, or they kind of shut down because they don't like marketing. Marketing is not their thing. They can't do it. The I can't do it is bullshit. Just get out there and do it, guys, or no one is going to know that you exist. And if no one knows you exist, no one can buy your stuff. So that's what I've got for you guys tonight. I'm going to try like hell to get to HalloCon. I believe that's in the works. I think it's going to work. We'll see. The only thing holding me back is the day job thing. So I got to talk to the boss about the day job thing. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I will end with this. And then next week, I'm hoping to have a recorded one. And I will see you guys on the flip-flop.